How's it going, guys? If you are seeing this video, that means that you have a student that is in 12th grade economics, Thorson, room 224. So there's that. My name is Mr. Thorson. This is my ninth year teaching, fifth year teaching at Palm Springs High School. In the class of economics, your student is going to be learning about choices, all kinds of human choices, financial choices, non-financial choices, the economy, supply and demand, some personal finance stuff. Although this class is not a personal finance class, they will be learning like some of that. I can say that you, as a parent, one of the things that you as a parent can do, a 12th grader taking economics, can do to like help them out is to talk to the extent that you feel comfortable. Talk to your student about family finances. They've like all the research has been done as far as like financial literacy and people knowing about money. Generally speaking, even if their parents did not have much money, even if their parents didn't make great financial choices, the more families talk about finances and the family finances with their kids, like the better financial decisions kids make whenever they grow up. And so now, while they're taking economics, if you have that relationship where you have that any amount of trust where you can like talk to them about the stuff that the family is spending money on, that is 10 out of 10 a thing that will help them as they grow and like learn about money. Expectations for students: they need to come to class. They need to come to class on time. They need to work the whole time that they are in class, not be on their phones. What does the class look like? Or what are the kids going to be doing? Notes, graphic organizers, quizzes, tests, essays, presentations, debates, a couple of posters. I have materials. You do not need to buy materials for your students. All of that will be provided to them. If you want to buy poster materials, you can do that. Sometimes parents want to do that for 12th graders, especially since they're in 12th grade, and this is potentially the last time that you'll be buying them posters to be able to like make posters for a class, because next year they're not going to be in school anymore. So if like you make your choices, but they don't need it, right? If you don't want to spend money on it, that's like you don't have to. They can definitely still get like 100% and still like get 100% on that assignment without buying anything. So there's that. Homework policy. There's very little homework in the class. They're going to have plenty of time to finish their assignments at school. There might be projects students will do better on if they do some preparation at home. For example, I said we're doing like some debates, preparing for it. Any preparation that's done ahead of time, out like extra, is going to help them do better on the debate, but it's not going to be like a regular thing. There's very little homework in the class. They just need to come to class and work the whole time that they're in class. So there's that. Makeup policy. As far as kids not doing their stuff on time, if students have a major family or personal emergency, send me an email. Let me know, and like we can work something out. In general, though, as far as a makeup policy, students need to turn their work in on time. There are deadlines posted on Google Classroom. Google Classroom being like the place where kids turn their stuff in on their Chromebooks. There's deadlines. They need to keep an eye on them. They're in 12th grade. They know what those deadlines are. I tell them ahead of time. They have multiple days to work on stuff. A lot of times they have multiple days to work on stuff in class and get that done. I'll tell them the day that it's due. They need to turn their stuff in on time. But if something comes up, I can be flexible. I need to speak with the parent, email with the parent or whatever on like whatever it was going on. But if a parent's like telling me like it was an emergency, then like I'm going to believe you. It was an emergency. So there's that. Students having a job, some exceptions, playing a sport, having stuff for other classes, whatever that is, playing on their phone, just like simply not doing it. Those are not emergencies. Those are all part of life. This is all a learning experience. The grade they get for doing or not doing their assignments, that's also part of the learning experience. So there's that. How to contact me. My email address is ethorson@psusd.us. ethorson@psusd.us. If at all possible, include your student's name and class period. If we're having a major issue, which I don't think we're going to have, but if we have a major issue of like they're not going to pass the class, which is a high school graduation requirement, I might give you a phone call myself. If you receive a message or a phone call from me and it's a 951 number, that is my personal cell phone number. You, the parent, are welcome to hold on to that number. You can send text messages to that number asking you questions about your student. Just include your student's name and class period in those text messages, because I will not have any idea who we are talking about. If you want to sign up for the Remind 101 app, it's text a message at PS Econ to the number 81010, at PS Econ to the number 81010. I sometimes use the Talking Points app, which sends messages directly to your phone. If you want to sign up and be in the Google Classroom class with your students so you can see when assignments are due, the code is right there. Hit pause on the video. If not, thanks so much for everything that you do. And yeah, have a good night.